Hi Gemini, how are you doing? Welcome to your May reading. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get some insight, get some guidance, see what you can expect for the month of June 2025. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below, and let's get right into your messages. Also wanting to wish you guys a very happy birthday. Shout out to all the Gemini suns, and you guys are having your birthday season. Shout out to anybody with their birthday today. I hope you guys just have a wonderful day. You celebrate yourselves. You really just see how far you've grown, how far you've come over the last year. And I hope that you take this time to really just put yourself first and do all the things that you love and treat yourself to the nice things. You deserve the freaking world. I love you, Gemini. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, whether you're new here or you're returning. I'm just so grateful to have this moment together. And yeah, I just wish you a happy new year for you, Gemini. So yes, let's get into your messages for the month of June. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know, look out for, or be aware of. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement, show me clearly what is going on for Gemini in the month of June 2025. We have the Starfish as your first card out. We have, these ones fell on top of the Starfish. We have the Buffalo and the Fish. And then we have the Golden Egg. So you and Sagittarius both have some similar cards. Saggy had the Fish and the Golden Egg. You guys always seem to just kind of have similar messages that come through. And I know that there's a lot of you with some Saggy placements. So shout out to anybody with some Saggy placements or any cross-watchers that are Sagittarians. Butterfly also at the bottom, which is crazy because Saggy also had that card too. And, you know, whether you know or not, but I shuffle my decks like crazy. Like, there's a reason why my card stocks, you know, they've gone through a lot. They've seen better days. I shuffle like crazy. So it's kind of wild that they are the same cards, but all right. So starting off with the Starfish, this is now where you could be feeling very exposed or vulnerable or sensitive. There could be some triggers or some wounds being brought up. And it's fluctuating though, that's the thing, because the Fish and the Buffalo fell out on top of the Starfish, which tells me that for the most part you're overcoming this. For the most part you are not letting it consume you or control you. You are finding the strength to overcome, but there's a few moments that you're feeling a little bit weak. I use that term loosely, not really weak, but it was just moments where you kind of crawl back into the old ways or the old mindsets or the old beliefs or like insecurities where you kind of second guess or you may doubt yourself or doubt the path or, you know, you just get in your head and you start kind of wavering a little bit. But with the Buffalo, this is determination, this is strength, this is where you're overcoming. You are allowing yourself to take the step forward, to transform, and you're really just following your heart here with the Golden Egg. Feels here that you are in this preparation mode. Spirit is preparing you for something big that's coming your way, something transformative, something very beautiful, something that's very healing. It's connected to your heart, right? This is your heart chakra. This is showing here that there is some sort of, again, vulnerability seems to keep coming through for you. Feeling a little vulnerable, feeling a little exposed, feeling a little maybe intimidated by something. You feel here you may need to go in lockdown or protect yourself, like protect your heart is what I meant to say. You don't want to like come across too strong or too intense or too emotional or too sensitive, but that's not true at all. But there's something here that's changing. Yeah, look at this. Gazelle and then Phoenix coming out. It's in the reverse. I don't really read the animal cards in reverse, though. I think that if anything, Phoenix in reverse could just be saying clinging on to the old or resisting change, okay? And with the Gazelle to the Gazelle to the Butterfly, this is transformation, but it's where you're kind of like, ooh, can I do this? I don't know, this seems like it's a big deal. Am I ready for this? This is going to be life-changing. Oh, am I prepared? Like, do I have enough time? Do I have all my resources? Maybe I need help. Maybe I need advice from a friend. Maybe I need to research this more. But honestly, you guys, it's time. It's time to spread your wings and fly. It's time for you to take this chance. It's time for you to just bite the bullet is what I'm hearing. Sorry if that was loud. When I clapped, it like echoed in my room. So that's kind of wild, but yeah. So I see you have the strength to overcome these doubts, these worries, these insecurities, what other people could be telling you. Follow your heart, you guys. Listen to your heart. Follow your heart. Let your heart guide you. I see here you're going to lock in and you're going to make shit happen. Like you always do. You are so capable, Gemini. You are enough. You are worthy. You are deserving. Don't you forget that. Alright, so show me clearly what's going on for Gemini using the Revelations Tarot. Again, this deck has seen better days, but I missed it and I wanted to use it for you today. So show me clearly what is going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in the month of June 2025. What am I not Saggies, oh my gosh. What do my Geminis need to know? We have the Knight of Wands, which some of y'all could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Saggy, or Leo. Knight of Wands, we also have the Knight of Swords at the bottom. So I'm seeing like you're taking action and you're moving very quickly. There's a lot of abrupt changes. You're feeling very driven and motivated though. You're feeling very inspired. There's something that has lit a spark or a fire within you. It's just like the sudden urge or the sudden impulse to make some sort of change in your life. Some of you have gotten really stuck or stale or stagnant, or you've been feeling bored or just like wanting a change. And so there's something that you have recently decided, or you will be deciding in the next couple of days or next week or so. This is about you pursuing some sort of dream, or maybe it's not even that big of a deal. Like Four of Cups, you may not see it as that big of a deal, but it's going to have a dramatic influence in your life. We go from the Knight of Wands to a Queen of Wands, so I actually see you leveling up. I actually see that the actions that you're taking, you think it's not that big a deal, you think it's just like a little something, no biggie, whatever, but it ends up actually changing your life in the grand scheme. Like, you get me? It also looks as if someone could be coming towards you. Okay, this is another message or another perspective we can look at these cards. It actually looks as if there's someone here coming towards you unexpectedly. An unexpected visitor, an unexpected phone call, or a message. You might bump into somebody special, or, well, are they special? We'll see. But a lot of moving pieces, lots of things that are happening kind of all at once. Show me clearly what's going on for Gemini in the month of June. We have the Queen of Wands and then Judgment, not Justice. Judgment and the Queen of Swords. Did I say Queen of Wands? I think I did by accident. I don't know where my head is at. You're locking it down is what I'm hearing. You've cemented a lesson. You are not turning back. There's no going back. You have fully transformed, and there are no takebacks. There seems to be some sort of conclusion within reach. You're standing your ground. You're standing very firmly, and people are taking you very serious too, because you mean business. You're being very strategic here, very practical. You're analyzing the situation. You see things for what they are, not what they could have been or what they used to be. You see things crystal clear, okay? You have that laser sharp vision. Nothing's going to trick you or fool you. You know, this is also where you're coming up with some plans about your future. Maybe you're having some discussions, or you have an opportunity to really speak your mind and just be honest. Judgment coming out here, which does talk about divine timing. It does seem here that the universe could be stepping in. Maybe there's some divine intervention, or I think you could even be teaching someone a lesson here. You might be teaching someone a lesson. If someone isn't serious with you, I'm just going back to the animal cards from earlier, the fish with the buffalo. If this is in terms of dating, if someone's not, or even if this is a business opportunity, right? If someone is showing like signs of like disinterest, or they're not entirely committed, then you are maybe not, maybe given an ultimatum. I'm not really seeing that though. Because I would say that if there was like a 2, if there is a 2 of Wands or 2 of Pentacles, maybe a 2 is like, I would see that. You want someone to make up your mind. Wait, you want to make up your mind, or you want someone to make up their mind, or like make a decision, choose a side instead of switching sides? Because fish is someone who is kind of flip-floppy and unpredictable. Buffalo is someone who's sturdy, reliable, and consistent. So it looks like you yourself could be moving from being kind of wishy-washy to, okay, I'm cemented, I've decided, this is it, I'm locked in, like, I'm not changing my mind, I'm committed. Or you're dealing with someone who is going to have to make a decision. They're either going to stay flip-flopping like the fish, or they're going to lock the fuck in like the buffalo and commit themselves or show up solid. All right, we all know that Knight of Wands isn't the most committed individual. Knight of Wands definitely is someone who likes to have fun. They do things out of pleasure or out of like, you know, convenience for sure. So it's like, are they serious? Are you serious? We about to find out. And I mean, Queen of Swords, she's pretty dang serious, right? At the bottom, we have the Three of Wands, High Priestess, and the Five of Swords. Someone here definitely seems to be keeping you out of the loop. There seems like there's secrets, or there's things that have not been expressed, or there's things that have been purposely kept from you, or you have purposely kept or withheld information from others. We have Pisces over here, as well as some air and some fire. But whatever this is, potentially could be harmful in some way, shape, or form. It might hurt your feelings. It might hurt someone else's feelings. It may actually cause like some sort of damage. Can we look into this? Like damage? Why is the Five of Swords here? There's some sort of harm that's possibly... Well, I need to look into this before I speak on this. Let me see. Why is this Five of Swords here? And this is Queen of Swords. This is where you're inspecting. This is where you're discerning. This is where you are taking a comb and running it through, crossing those T's, dotting the I's, and you're analyzing a situation, and someone's trying to keep something hidden from you, and you're trying to really observe. You're needing to observe the people that you're dealing with and take their actions seriously. Actions versus their words. Walk versus talk, you know? Why is the Five of Swords here? We have strength. We also have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles fell out on Judgment, and the Queen of Swords. So that's really saying like, hey, use your discernment. Is this fair? Is this fair? The agreements that you and these people are making, or you and this person, is this balanced? Is this reciprocal? Is there mutual respect? Same ground, same goals, same ideas. You know, you can have your differences, but can you meet each other in the middle? So this is something that you are really needing to look at truthfully with yourself, if this is in alignment with you. So strength came out with the Five of Swords. What else do you want to tell us about the Five of Swords? Nine of Wands. Someone's really trying to be like, I don't know. Let me see. Five of Swords for Gemini. Why is this here? Knight of Cups. We got a lot of Knight's energy showing up in this reading. Only one we're missing is Pentacles. That's too many. I speak of Pentacles, and then Ace of Pentacles comes out. But this is a stack. But should we take it? Why not? Ace of Pentacles, Hangman, and then the Nine of Cups. It's like someone wants to... They paint this picture. Okay, Knight of Cups, he can be very romantic. He can paint a beautiful picture. He can be very charming and persuasive and tell you exactly what it is that you want to hear. And it feels very real. It feels like, wow, this person really loves me. This person really cares. This person is so deep and beautiful, and they are like, they treasure me, right? Strength and Knight of Cups. This is someone who shows support, someone who means what they say. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So Knight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles is like promise for the future, the promised land, fairy tale, you know? But the thing is, it's like, then we have the Hangman, which tells me they're not really doing anything to get this going. Hangman, they're thinking about it, they're reflecting on it, but if anything, you see that they're losing money, or like coins are falling out of their pocket, like time is ticking, someone's not doing shit. But they're dreaming, they're imagining, and they're visualizing, and they're, you know, Nine of Cups, which is a card of wish fulfillment, joys. This is more like personal though, like your own personal hopes, dreams, desires, or their own personal hopes, dreams, and desires. It's like, but yet they're Hangman, they're thinking about it, but they're not doing shit about it. They're not taking any action towards this. So that's actually what's creating some sort of, you know, there's all this talk about the future, but what's going on behind closed doors? High Priestess, Five of Swords. Someone's stuck in their ways, and the way that they're harming you or the situation or these plans is simply them not acting on it. They say that they will, but then they don't actually follow through. And that, you know, Knight of Wands, they do have that reputation where they are flaky or can be inconsistent or, you know, unpredictable, which is the fish, right? Very predictable, very unpredictable. That's the only predictable thing about the fish, that they will flip and flop. And they will kind of just go wherever the current takes them or whatever they're told to do. So that's just a little insight into why this is an issue here, why this seems to be a problem. So let me just put these cards randomly through the deck so that later on, if I use this deck, it'll be mixed up. That's how I do it, y'all. So anyways, that was at the bottom. So Queen of Swords, you see through it, you're like, hey, you talk all this beautiful blah, 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 but you're not actually doing shit about it. And so I actually, well, now I'm hearing you're cross-examining someone, you know, kind of like tort matters, cross-examine somebody here. Yeah, but you know, you seem to be very much over it, or you're just kind of like rolling your eyes. Okay. What's going on for Gemini in the month of June 2025? Seven of Swords, y'all. There does seem to be some deception. There does seem to be some trickery here. That's a shame, right? It didn't have to be this way. Someone thinks that they can just like pull one over you or get something from this experience from you. Money, maybe, time, energy. Why? Ten of Wands. That King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Someone's unable to be consistent. Nine of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. I see like they're trying, but also there's something about this just doesn't seem real. Seven of Cups bringing in more of this fantasy, this illusion, this like, you're putting in all this energy, but you don't really have full intentions as to what it is that you're building. Like too many honey pots, too many hands in different pots and pans, right? Got too many things going on at once. Seven of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Too much is going on all at once. Spreading yourself thin. Someone's spreading themselves thin. It's just not working. Also, financial matters seems to be affecting greatly. Or money is up in the air. King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. This is the most sturdy or reliable. Ten of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Someone's working really hard. They're tired. They're drained. They're exhausted. Somebody who could be a business owner or someone who is like a manager or a boss or entrepreneur, a father or a mother. Like this is more masculine energy, so that's why I said father first. But this is somebody who is supposed to provide, but in a way, the Two of Pentacles feels like it's not always consistent. There's this lack of consistency or transparency even. So Seven of Swords, someone's not entirely being direct or truthful. I think that's what we had come through in Libra's bonus reading, right? They had something similar in their reading. So anyways, Queen of Swords is Libra energy. So shout out to anybody with Libra placements. Thing is though, Seven of Swords think that they're gonna just get by, or they're not gonna be noticed, or you know, no one will pay attention, they won't even care. But the Queen of Swords, she will catch on to that shit. She sees that, she takes note of it, she observes that. I would say the Queen of Swords will call it out, but we'll see what comes out next. It looks like you're not tolerating it. If you identify more as the Queen of Swords, the moon tried coming out, which the full moon is in Sagittarius on the 11th of June. So things could definitely get very heightened around that time, or something maybe comes to light around that time. I was saying something and I forgot, but anyways, we have the Ten of Wands that just flipped out. This looks like this can't go on much longer. We have the Tower at the bottom, which is Scorpio energy. Dramatic change, dramatic shakeups. Someone here is carrying a lot of baggage, a lot of pressure, a lot of just... What is this? Like... I just see something kind of crashing down, falling apart. Not you. Alright, so I'm going back to the animal cards from earlier, and I think that you may have doubt in a person, and and you may care about them with the golden egg, right? This represents like you care very deeply, you may have love, you may have compassion, right? But there's something about this that you feel like something's kind of, you know? Anyway, so 10 of Wands with the Tower at the bottom. I'm seeing a dismantling taking place, actually. The Tower, the Star, and then the Sun. I mean, all this that's occurring is for your highest good. This is for the best. It may feel a bit intense or chaotic. I actually feel like with the Star and the Tower, okay, there's a couple ways we could look at this, but just the first way with the cards that are surrounding the influence, the first thing that I feel is like this is someone's mask falling off, because the Star represents our hopes, our dreams, our wishes. And with the Tower, this feels like it's a very sobering moment. It feels very much like, oh, that wasn't reality. Like, okay, right? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. The Sun with the Star, it does bring in hope. It does bring in optimism. It does bring in faith. And we even have the Four of Swords underneath that, which tells me like you're at peace, you're chilling, you're surrendering, like you're okay with this. Another way we could look at this Tower is with the Star and the Tower. This could actually bring in unexpected surprises that are positive, or like it actually brings you closer to your wish. Like, what is your wish? I'm not quite sure, but obviously your wish is to be happy and thriving and healthy and strong and living your best fucking life. Period, right? Of course, as you should, as you freaking should, and as you will. So could spirit be telling you to drop this baggage or this individual or this thing that has been slowing you down? Yeah, that could definitely be. Maybe this is your opportunity to get this off your chest. You know, this is a bunch of weight, a bunch of bricks on your back. You're going uphill, it's dragging you down, it's all this resistance, all this force, it's slowing you the fuck down. Spirit says, yo, like, what are you doing? In a way, you're kind of sabotaging yourself, your future, your success. Okay? So 10 of Wands. Let's see here. Let's get one more. I kind of want to see, like, outcome vibes. If it ain't balanced, it's gotta go. Ready. Show me clearly what's going on for Gemini. We have the Lovers, and then we have these cards that fell out in the reverse. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Look at this. So Blindfold ripped off. You see things exactly as they are, you guys. This is wild. Hermit reverse, and then the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Something seems to be broken. Is it worth fixing? There's something that you're skeptical about. Hermit reversed. There's something you have been in denial about, but not anymore. Okay, so again, it feels kind of sobering, right? That's what we seen earlier when there was the Tower, the Star, and the Sun. It's like it's as clear as day. It's, you know, if you were to look at the sun, it like burns your eyes. Like it burns an image in your eyes that you cannot forget. It's like that's what this seems like, yo. 10 of Swords is at the bottom. Seems like there is no turning back from whatever this is that you're uncovering or realizing or finally starting to accept the truth of the matter. The Lovers represents a partnership, a relationship, a connection, a soul connection. This could be relating to someone that you have karma with, karmic debt to clear out. There's a contract that's involved, maybe a literal contract or even just a soul agreement, right? The Lovers can also represent somebody that you were once intimate with or are still intimate with, someone here who is very close to you. This can also represent a decision, crossroads, and really this is about, it's about seeing things for what they are. Look at this, Eight of Swords in reverse. Blindfold has been ripped off. You see things exactly as they are. You see things exactly as they are. I think you've known this for a while. Hermit in the reverse makes me think about eclipse season back in March, right? Yeah, end of February, March, when we were in Pisces season. We had the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, and it makes me think about those times. So maybe this was something that was going on a few months ago and you kind of were feeling this, but you were like, nah, no, benefit of the doubt, or let me give it a little time. Let me believe the best in these people, right? Or this person. But anyways, Hermit in the reverse tells me, like, one, you could benefit from some time to just kind of, I'm hearing sober up. Yeah, you could benefit from some time to do some reflection, think about it. Give yourself a day or a couple days to just kind of let this truth marinate. This Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is broken. Something has trust has been broken. Something's broken, something can't be fixed, or you recognize, like, what's the point in fixing this? Because it's just going to happen again. Like, that's the attitude I get with this. Wow. And so at the bottom, 10 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 4 of Cups, 2 of Swords reverse. There's a bit of like a doubt or hesitation, like, am I making the right choice? Is this the right thing? Oh my God, like, I kind of, I'm second guessing, I'm kind of questioning. But like, honestly, look at this 2 of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords, which tells me, like, you see things exactly as they are. Stop lying to yourself. Stop. It's the truth, man. The truth might piss you off, but it will set you free. Are you pissed off though? I don't really see that energy in these cards. I don't. I think with the 4 of Cups, you're a bit kind of like, a little iffy. You're not happy about it. You're not depressed about it though. If anything, 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Swords, you feel free, or you feel liberated. You feel, I would say you're at peace with it. You're trying to just surrender to it. My gosh. Okay, hold on. So let me look into... I want to look into the 7 of Swords, and I will look into that 8 of Swords reversed. And we'll see why this is broken. Like, can it be fixed? For those that want to know, can this? Let me see. 7 of Swords here for Gemini. Why is it? Look at these cards trying to flip out. I'm not ready, Spirit. 9 of Pentacles though. I feel like the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords is someone that's being very selfish. Very, very, very selfish, self-centered, to the point where they don't care how their actions have affected or will affect or influence other people, their lasting effects. They don't think about the long term. They're just thinking in the moment and like what's going to bring them the most pleasure, what's going to bring them the most joy, and they don't really consider everybody else. Like, this person's just like in their own fucking bubble and inconsiderate, ignorant. Oh my God. Okay, 7 of Swords, please show me clearly. Why is the 7 of Swords here for Gemini? 6 is, okay, so we have the World, we have the 6 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Someone doesn't want you to move on. Someone does not want you to move on. This could be a lover. We have the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and then the Knight of Pentacles. So I see you're definitely trying to move on. You're trying to move on. I see that there's new offers coming on in. You're definitely using your discernment on whether or not you want to commit to. I see something solid coming in. Emperor with the Knight of Pentacles. I do see something really good coming in. Maybe a money or material, or a career opportunity, or some sort of advancement. But there's someone here that does not want you to move on. Period. Here we have the World, which is the energy of closure, endings, cycles, endings, and you are finally transitioning to a new phase, a new chapter, new era of your life. The World is all about the end. It is the end. Here we are, 6 of Swords. So you're like, okay, cool. I accept that this is the ending. I'm ready for this new beginning. I'm ready to take on my life and this new approach and experience these new things. I'm so happy. Well, are you? I mean, I don't know. We don't really... Well, we saw the sun earlier, so... Anyways, happy to move on. 5 of Swords was before the 6 of Swords, so moving away from conflict and chaos. So I'm sure you're happy that that's behind you, right? Right? Then we have the 5 of Wands. We're clarifying the 7 of Swords, right? Someone does not want you to fucking move on. I see someone's being petty, someone being immature, someone trying to be a block, trying to slow you down, trying to get you sucked back right on in. They don't want you to move on. It's like a fly that won't go, a fly that won't fuck off. Like, you try and swat the fly and they keep on coming back, and you can't, as soon as you try to hit them, they're gone, they fly away. And then you forget about it, and then you hear a little bzz, what's that sound? It's the fucking fly, it's back. Like, oh my God. Okay. All right. Eight of Swords reverse. Let's see, what are you realizing? What's coming to light? What are you finally coming to terms with, right? Before you were stuck, before you felt trapped, before you could not see your way out of this, or you just were believing in the delusions, or someone had a spell on you, right? You broke the spell. Eight of Swords reverse. Ripping the blindfold off. What are you now coming to realizing about this situation, about this person? Eight of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords reverse for Gemini. Man, so much. It's your birthday and like this was coming through. Oh my gosh. You know what? Thank goodness and not another year of you going through this. Right? All right, Eight of Wands. So 8-8. Some of you are born 1988 or you're seeing 888 angel numbers. You reckon, well, that Eight of Swords, you recognize this was holding you back. You recognize how much easier, let's see, Hierophant. Hold on, let me stop talking for a second. Eight of Swords, what are you realizing here? Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. Someone won't change. And this fell out right on justice. Or not justice, judgment. Maybe this is you getting your justice, the justice that you deserve. Someone has not changed their ways. Someone has not evolved or grown, showing that this is definitely a very deep or spiritual connection that you may have. You may feel like you've known them from other lives. You may definitely have a past life with them. That's definitely a good possibility. This is a very divine spiritual connection, but just because that's the case does not mean that you need to just tolerate and stick around from this bullshit. Honestly, I mean, the Six of Cups, Two of Cups, there's history. There's history. You go far back, and if you don't, your souls know each other from way below. Way below. I don't know. I said way before what I wanted to say. This is clarifying judgment. This fell out on judgment. I was supposed to clarify the Eight of Swords reverse. This fell out on judgment. So Spirit says like, hey, divine intervention. This ain't changing. This won't change unless you change. If you're waiting for this person to change, they ain't. You have to be the one to not change yourself, but change how you show up, or you're gonna have to just straight like move forwards. I'm saying like Eight of Swords and the Hierophant. There's something different, a new contract, a new commitment, a new direction, a new pathway forwards. You have to walk your talk. You have to mean what you say, right? Okay, Eight of Swords reverse. What are you realizing here? Page of Wands. Like you were seeing the best in someone. Nine of Swords. You were believing in the best. Page of Wands is a card of hope, optimism, and it's just like in this, clarifying the Eight of Swords, I would say that you chose to ignore the red flags and chose to believe that they weren't capable of doing these things or acting petty or being immature, or however this is unfolding. I feel like with the Eight of Swords reverse and the Page of Wands, you realize also you're happier, you're better off than you were before. Some of you've recently gone into a new relationship and you're like, wow, this is what love is supposed to feel like. Not whatever the fuck they put me through. This is what real love is supposed to be. Oh, this is what a friendship should be. Oh, this is what an actual true partnership, business related or whatever the fuck. This is how it should be. Like, wow. Wow. Like, you know, something like that. Okay, so Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. You tried so much to make this work. You sacrificed so much. You gave up so much for the people that you love, the people that you cared for. Ten of Cups. Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles. You provided stability, support, help where you could. And yet you felt at times like Nine of Swords, like, oh, I'm not doing enough, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not deserving, or someone made you feel like you weren't enough. But you are more than enough. You are full, you are whole, you are solid, you are incredible, you are worthy. Someone made you feel like you weren't. Page of Pentacles reversed. I don't think whoever I'm speaking to, it does not look like you're interested in rebuilding this. But let me see. You Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. Let's see. Give it a little time. Let's see. Page of Pentacles reversed. Could this be repaired? Nine of Pentacles. If you put yourself first, let's see. Page of Pentacles reversed for Gemini. Could this be repaired? 8 of Cups. I think it's saying to keep walking. I think it's saying it's not worth it. Focus on yourself. Focus on choosing yourself, prioritizing yourself, your peace, your independence, your freedom. Tell me the Page of Pentacles reversed. Is this worth fixing in the future? Ace of Swords and then Justice reversed. I honestly, y'all, if you want my true, genuine answer, no, it's not. No, it's fucking not. And you know that, Ace of Swords. You see it for what it is. This is the truth. This is your truth. Now, maybe you have an opportunity to express yourself, to get some things off your chest, to get the answers that you need or clarity that you need. Oops. Drop the card. Is this worth fixing? Fuck no. Okay? Justice reverse. No, because you know what? This is just going to happen again and again and again and again. Stop disrespecting yourself. Tolerating that crap. Oh my god. Knight of Swords. I'm seeing like at the bottom. This is saying run. If you haven't run now is time to run for the fucking hills. Get out before it's too late. Before someone comes to you and makes all their problems your problems. Look at how this 10 of Wands, he's approaching the King of Wands. Like, this ain't his shit show. This ain't his circus. This ain't his mess to clean up. Coming with you with all that bullshit. Alright, well. Let's see here. We gotta wrap this up, right? What was the first card? Starfish. Then it was fish with the buffalo. And then the golden egg. Golden egg. Protect your heart. Really protect your heart. You're having doubts about this for a reason. And no use trying to chase a fish that's flip-floppy. I feel like you're dealing with someone that's just in a completely different phase, different stage of their life. Just not compatible. A fish with a buffalo, they say compatible. This is not compatible. You would have to change yourself. You would have to change your whole identity to make this work. You would lose part of yourself to make this work. It's not worth it. Okay? Alright, so damn, Gemini, whoever's going through this, I wish you all the best. I'm sending you so much love and strength your way. This seems challenging, but you know what? Better things coming in. Happy fucking new year, and you don't deserve this in your life, and you don't deserve another year of this crap, okay? Oh my god, so hope this helps, and I will let you go. Leave a like, comment, let me know how this resonates if it does, and yeah, leave a like, subscribe. Private readings are available down below, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye, Gemini.